What you guys, LNT Detectorist at ya for another adventure. Come and join me guys. Take off the silly hat. How are you all doing? Right, we're going out on another adventure guys. I'm probably going to the fields. I might go in the old Coppice again. Do a revisit to that. Hope you like me medieval helmet. Whether I'll wear that detecting, I don't know. We'll see. Or I may go in the fields. Anyway, we'll get down there guys, and looking forward to this one. Catch you later guys. Be lucky. You guys, here I am out in a meadow. Just have a look all around me. I've just walked across all those stingers there from the path. I've got the river here behind me, as you can see all down there guys, and it's all stingers. You can see I ain't going to get through none of this, so I can't detect any of this at all. So I'll try further up the river into the meadows. We're just adjacent to the spot, the Coppice, you know, that I did last time. I may have a look in there before I go guys, but it's a lovely morning, lovely afternoon I should say. Hardly any wind, which is nice for the filming. Lots of gnats about. So I'm just finding patches in these stingers, just to have a little bit of a detect. Round by this riverbank here behind me, as you can see, this river goes all the way down here guys. Lovely jubbly, and I've got a signal down here. I'll just turn my camera and show you. It's a nice signal, just bear with me. Okay, there's little patches like this where there's no stingers. See all those stingers here? I ain't going to go through those, impossible. But I'm getting little patches like this. I think this used to be a nest for a swan or something. But just having to sweep through here. I've got my sensitivity up high. It's getting a nice mid-range signal there. There. I'll just turn my pointer on, try and find this. It's around about there somewhere. We'll dig this one up. We'll have a look guys. Back at you in a minute. Now I've had a look. It was in the surface guys. Even though it was a nice signal, it was just this I don't know, steel rack off something, stand or whatever, I don't know. Just a bit of tat. I'll take that away with me, and there's a bin up on the top there. I'll put it by that bin. Okay. We'll carry on. We'll go up the riverbank here and go out into the meadows beyond. Okay guys, till later. Beautiful spot, absolutely lovely. See, I'm struggling to get through all these stingers and everything, but there are big patches which I'm coming through, and I've got another nice signal here guys. Just try and turn the sun behind me. Just try and show you. It's coming up middle again. Put the pointer on, try and find out where it is. It's right there. Right, the old guys, you can see it's swamp right down the bottom. As soon as you dig, it fills in with water because we're on swampland close to the river. And that's what was down there, about 8 inches down. Scrumpy cider or scrumpy jack. Lovely, let's move on. It's all pretty quiet up there, riverside, in those stinging nettles. I'm coming out here now into these pastures here. There's a river running right through the middle of this pasture. Most of this is floodland, as I say guys, but you know, I don't think there's been any settlements here, present or past, because it's a floodplain. So you know, medieval or even Roman. You know, perhaps they're up on the hills like the houses are here guys. They're up on the higher land, the houses, away from the floodplain. So but never mind, you know, even without settlements, you know, rivers, this river's been here. I've seen ancient maps of this river. It's been here for donkey's yonks. And you know, rivers are always an attractant, aren't they? Whether it's people on pilgrimages or travelling in ancient times, they use the rivers, don't they? They also use the rivers for leisure, for washing of the plates, for swimming. So you never know, but it was pretty quiet up there, but it was tough in those stingers there back behind me. Shan't bother going in there again, perhaps in the winter when it falls back, but we'll keep digging. Still enjoying it, guys, and found a few little bits of scrap, nothing interesting, and we'll keep plugging away. We're going to walk down this riverside kind of path down following the river and give this a toot, shall we? Later, beeps. Well, that's bouncing about a bit. It's not too deep either, just pinpoint it. It's right there, guys. We'll dig this one up. Right, guys, I've just turned the clod over. Let's have a look. Get the old pinpointer on. Yeah. What's that? Big chunk of metal, I think. Is it a part of a horseshoe? There you go, guys. That's a horseshoe, I believe. Don't know how old it is, but we'll give it a clean up when we get home. We'll take that with us, guys. That's a nice little find. Lovely jubbly in these lovely pastures. That's the first half decent thing I found. It's not junk. Okay, it's an horseshoe, but it's a find. Lovely jubbly. Let's go on. I think that's a bit of rubbish. Right, let's go live on this one, guys. I've got the clod out. See where it is. Put the old pinpointer on. Lovely jubbly. Is it still in the hole? No. Is it in here? Yes, it is. In there somewhere, guys. Okay, take the clod now. It's back in the hole, guys. A snail there. Oh, so much shiny there. What's that? Yeah, it's definitely that guy. What is that? Let's have a look. There it is, whatever it is. What on earth is that? There it is, guys, whatever that is. What is that? It's a bit blingy. I don't think it's anything valuable, guys, I don't know. But we'll wash that up and we'll have a look at the end. That's certainly interesting. It's definitely metal. I don't know. What do you think that is? We'll have a look at the end, guys. Nice. Next one. There you go. Always fill your holes. Looks like you've never been here. That's my channel's name, LNT. Leave no trace. We've got some geese over there, I think. I can zoom in on them. Lovely jubbly, yeah. Geese. Beautiful. Beautiful Norfolk is. I like to get on those fields over there on that hill, especially when it's been ploughed. It's a bit late in the year now for fields. They're all bearing seeds now and fruits and crops. There's a load more Canadian geese munching away at that farmer's cereals. Right, guys, let's crack on. Lovely jubbly. Right there, nice little ping. We'll dig that one up, guys. Have we got it out the hole? Aye aye, it's vanished. You just hate it when the signal vanishes. Been at it for about an hour and a half. All very quiet. Lovely location, you can see, guys. I do love Norfolk. Just stop for a nice cup of coffee. Lovely jubbly on the bloody flask. Yeah, 5 minutes break, guys. Not found much at all. Loads of beeps, loads of rubbish. It's been pretty quiet actually. There's not been that much rubbish, but it's been pretty quiet. I put my discrimination up a couple of notches. put my sensitivity down a couple of notches as well. And the wildlife around here is incredible. Got all sorts around here. Egrets, herons, the swans, grebes, all sorts around here. Absolutely beautiful. I didn't expect to get much from these fields, to be honest, because they are floodplains. They've not been inhabited as such, you know, in present day or in past, I wouldn't have thought, because nobody would build down here on these floodplains. Anyway, we'll have a nice cup of coffee and have a nice vape. Any of you guys into vaping or you smoking, you want to come into vaping, look at my main channel, Carpvaper TV. The link is at the top of my bio page on my LNT YouTube, in the banner. The link's there, guys. Go and have a look at my vape channel. Well over 1,000 subscribers on that one now. I've been running that one now for about a year and a half. It's about 400 videos on there, believe it or not, which is nice. Oh, it is lovely today. It's quite warm actually. I've got too many clothes on, to be honest. But yeah, we found a few scratches, a few little bits. I think I might move back into the Coppice. I don't know. We'll see how we go. It's more or less the same down that way, floodplains. So I may move back up into that rubbish tip, the Coppice, even though it's more modern day rubbish, you know, 60s, 50s maybe. Whether there's any Victorian stuff up there, I don't know. But we've got a chance of finding some coins up there. So we'll give that a toot up there, guys. And we'll have a little bit of a vape and find where my device is. Yeah, so have a look at my vape channel. There's loads of fishing videos and vape. There's all sorts. There's a mixture on there, but it's 99% vape channel, guys. Have a look at that one if you're interested. If you're on the old smellies and you want to come off, I'll show you the way, guys. Give you a demonstration on all the devices, how to get off the fags. Can't beat vaping, guys. It really is. There's millions and millions now vaping. Smoking is a killer. It really is a killer. I smoked for 40 years, and I stopped just like that because of this stuff, guys. Lovely stuff. And the flavours you can get now, incredible. Any flavour you can imagine, you can get in a juice. You don't have to have nicotine in it either. Hey ho. I need to get a decent permission really to get my spirits up. I mean, it's hard work doing this, but I still enjoy it. It's still fun. But we have got a permission, but we're waiting to get on there at the moment. It's only a couple of acres, so it's not a lot. But hopefully I'll get invited on some digs. That'd be nice. Get onto some Roman fields or medieval fields. That'd be lovely. But it is a beautiful spot around here. Yeah, I'm getting used to that Garrett now. The Ace 250. Getting used to the tones now. If I have a bad tone, like a metal scrap tone, and it's deep, I won't go after it. But if it's a metal tone, a bad tone, and it's shallow, I'll go after it. But I'm after the good tones. I'm getting used to the language of the Garrett now, so you know, I'm digging basically what I think's half decent. You know, I will dig anything as long as it's not too deep. I don't mind digging rubbish if it's not bloody 9 and 10 inches down. You know, if it's close to the surface, you know, 2-3 inches, I'll go for it. Because you never know. You just never know. Even with a bad iron ping, you may pick up something decent. It is beautiful. Everything's blooming. Birds are nesting. Chicks are coming out. Absolutely, everything's blossoming. All the trees are full of colour. Absolutely beautiful. I've had some nice pike out of here. You wouldn't think there was fishing here. I've never seen no one fish these lakes. I came down about 2 years ago and just went round with a bit of dead bait. I had about 5 pike out of here. Tiny little flood puddle. There's a couple of them. There's about 3 of these flood puddles. They dry out in the summer. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. It's just lovely being out here, guys. And I love detecting. It's a bug, isn't it? It's a bug. It gets you. It gets you here. Every time you get a ping and you open that hole up, what's it gonna be? We don't know. It's just gets the blood flowing, doesn't it? Especially when it's a nice ping. You see something glisten. I've got all that to come yet. Mind you, that thing we'll have to have a look at that. I don't know what that is. So it's probably just bling and not bling bling. But that was exciting. It looked like golden colour. It's like a little tiny pendant of some kind, but it's probably just costume jewellery. But hey ho. Another hole, guys. Just to have a pinpoint. See if we've got it out. Get the old pointer on. Action. Oh, there it is. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's got an edge to it. What is that? Is it a coin? You see that there, guys? Just there. Oh, it's too big for a coin. There you go. There's a bracket off a bicycle. Bracket off a bicycle, do you think? Giving up a lovely signal as well. And it showed the edge like that. I thought, oi oi. But no, it looks like a bracket off a lamp for a bike or something. Anyway, I'll take it away, we'll have a look. What's you guys, back at you. Getting quite a bit of stuff in this Coppice again. So a lot of it's rubbish, but you know, you do find one or two interesting things. That's I've got some that I've just dug this out. It wasn't very shallow. Give me a nice signal. I can feel something there, guys. Let's just have a look at this. Oh, it's a coin. It's a coin. We've got a coin. Lovely jubbly. I don't mind any coin. I'll just have a quick close look at this, guys. I think it's a looks like a 10p to me, guys. Yeah, is that an old 10p? Found one of these before down here. Lovely jubbly. That's a coin. Lovely. Next hole. A nice tone there. Right there. We'll dig this one up and we'll have a look, guys. Back in a minute. Quite a deep hole there, guys. There's a big old chunk of metal. That weighs a bloody ton. God knows what that is. It's a real chunk of iron. It's not a pipe, so I ain't got a clue what that is. I'll dump it. It's don't look anything interesting, I don't know, but it is heavy. Okay, on to the next hole. You lucky beeps. What's you guys? I'm into a bit of a meadow now. Bit of pasture, which is nice. Nice easy digging, and it's quite a, you know, there's not a lot here. It's just at the back of the coppice that I've been working. Lots of rubbish down there in the coppice. A few interesting bits. Got a couple of little bits, but getting a few nice little finds in here. Had another coin up there. I think it was only a 5p. And I've got a nice little hole here. I'll just turn the camera for you. Got a nice signal here. Just turn the camera, bear with me. There we go. Nice big hole there. I've got the clod out, and let's get the old pinpointer on this. Mr. Pinpointer. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, it's got to be down in the hole somewhere. And it's down there. And it's right there, guys. Just have a look. Sorry about not wearing gloves. Wear gloves by. Oh, what's that? Did they fly in me eye? What is that? It's a little mini hammer. That's a little dinky hammer head. Yeah, I presume it's had wood in the top there. It's still got the nail in there, look, where the wood went through. It's a dinky hammer. I wonder how that is. It's certainly not a modern one, guys. That's interesting. Yeah, that's a bit more interest in it. Well done, Mr. Garrett. It's like a toffee hammer, ain't it? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Got a big old claw on it. Is that a specialist hammer for summit? I don't know. We'll have a clean up when we get home. We'll have a go at that. Right, till the next hole, guys. Good luck, beeps. And the next hole, guys. Got the old clod out there. Get the pinpointer on, Stephen. Lights on, yeah. Still in the hole. And it is there, right at the bottom. Yeah, I've got it in my hand, whatever it is. What's that there? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Or is it a bit of lead? Clean it up a bit more. Looks like a bit of lead. I'll just have a close look, guys. And it's actually got, see, it's got a curve on that. So it's somewhat broken, not sure what that is, guys. It's got a bit of a curve on it. We'll take that home and we'll have a look, guys. On to the next hole, beeps. Right, guys, next hole. This looks interesting. Just put a pinpoint on. I can just about see it at the bottom of the hole. Can you see it down there, guys? Does that look like a coin? There. Does that look like a coin to you? It's only got a coin edge. Let's get that out. Oh, it's not a coin. Get this in the sunlight. Is that a piece of lead or what? Oh, it's got some design on it. What is that? Is that like a part of a lead tie or something? Lead soldier? I don't know, I've got my thumb over the bloody lens. I don't know what to make of that. Oh, we'll take it back, we'll give it a clean. Carry on, beeps. Oh, as you can see, guys, I've stripped down. It's bloody warm. Been at it about 2 hours. This little pasture here, it's like a proper, it's probably the first meadow type of field that I've ever detected, which is nice. It's not a proper meadow, but it's like a meadow. It's nice cut grass, and finding some interesting things, you know, nothing earth-shattering, but it's starting to get interesting. I've only gone up a few feet, and I found 4 items within a few feet of each other. So we'll carry on. We'll do the rest of this field. I'll give it another half an hour or so, and loving it. Absolutely loving it. Having another vape and a bit of pop for hydration, guys. Keep yourself hydrated when it's warm. It's coming up to evening now, so it'll cool down now. But yeah, we're starting to get some interesting stuff now. If I don't finish this, it's only a little tiny little pasture, so it's not much here at all. But so it's nice trimmed, lawned grass as such, so it's nice to work in. Loads of mole holes as well. I always scan the mole holes because you never know what those little buggers will kick up. Sometimes they kick something nice up. Because don't forget, they're going 10 foot down and bringing the stuff up where we can't get at it. So it's always worth scanning the mole holes. Have another vape, have a rest for 5 minutes and we'll carry on. That's a nice signal there. Got a pinpointer on. It's right there. Just put that there and try and set this camera up so I can do a live dig, guys. Just bear with me a second. There you can see me in the background. Oh yeah. Got a mole hill there just to the left. Right, we'll dig this and see what's a live dig. Watch ya. Try and do a nice plug. Yeah, nice plug out the hole. Let's see if it's in the plug or in the hole. Not quite sure. Why do these things seem to move? I'll move that plug to one side. It seems to be in the plug. Just cut this open. Cut this plug open, guys, so you can see. Seems to be in the plug. Yeah, it's in that side. Get your pinpointer out. There it is there. Have a look what this is. Together. Not sure what that is. Is that a cartridge cap? I don't know. Is it a washer? It's got an hole in the middle of it. I think that's just a washer of some kind, guys. I don't know. There you go, that's a live dig. We'll take that back, we'll have a look at it. We'll fill the hole back in. Lovely jubbly, if we ain't been here. Lovely jubbly, leave no trace. That's a live dig for you. Good luck, beeps. Right, go, we've got another nice little ping here. Oh, there's something else there as well. Some right down at the bottom there. Yeah, that. What is that? Let's try and get at the sunlight if I can. That seems to have a bit of shade. Let's just get this in the sunlight if I can. Where's the sun? There's the sun. That's got a bit of shape to it. What is that? Looks like a brooch or something. Does that look like a brooch to you? It's got the four corners, hasn't it? And it's got the like a nipple on the front. I don't know. It's not very heavy, so I don't think it's precious. But we'll clean that up and we'll have a look, guys, when we get home. There you go, guys. Another hunt's over with. Can you hear me through this mask? I hope you can. Knight in shining armour. I don't think so, guys. It's only me. Yeah, that was alright. That wasn't too bad at all. I've got a few coins, a few little bits of lead, funny shaped things, little toffee hammer, whatever it was. I don't know all that was, but we'll have a look when we get back. A couple of things I want to clean up as well. There's like a little pendant or something off a bracelet, I think. I don't think it was silver. But we'll have a look when we get back, and enjoyed that. That was nice, especially that last bit of pasture that I went in. It was actually nice detecting in there, so I can't wait to get on some permission on a nice plough field. We'll have a vape out, guys, and we'll get home and we'll see what we've got, shall we? Get it on the table, have a look together. Hope you join me. See you later, guys. Be lucky, peeps. Right, guys, here we go. Quick look through. Not a lot here, a bit of scrap, guys, but one or two little interesting pieces which I need your opinion on. Just go through the scrap. I think that's off a bicycle bell. It's a bracket for a lamp on a bike, I think. Yeah, coated. Just rubbish, I think. Lovely jubbly. This is was a nice one. I think that's a horseshoe, isn't it, guys? Or half a horseshoe. It's a big horse, probably a Shire horse or something. I don't know how old that could be, but it's definitely a horseshoe. It's got the holes there for when they nailed it in there. Lovely jabbly. Bit of tat there. It's got a bit of pattern on it. I'm not quite sure what that is. Aluminium or something. Again, that's a can lid. Lovely. A few bits of nails, a few bits of wire. Usual dross. As I say, I think it's a landfill site more than anything. Bit of a can pull lid, an old one. A few dross bits of iron screws, all modern. So nothing old there. A nice little chubby river float, or half of one. That was just tangled up in something. Lovely jubbly. I thought this was interesting when I picked it up, but no, it's just a bit of molten lead, I think. But I thought it looked like a little dog or a little animal or something, but I don't think so. Can't see anything distinctive on that at all, so hey ho. This is that thing that had the plug inside it. I'm not quite sure. Actually, it looks like plastic, but it's obviously it was picked up by the metal detector, so there must be some metal in there. But again, it looks modern. Same as that. That's a screw, locking screw off something with a gnarled edge on it. Lovely jubbly. So I don't know what that is. That's magnetic. So what on earth that is? It's quite light. It's plastic. That's the only metal part on there, as you can see. Oops, as I say, that's obviously not magnetic. Get some. There you go. The end is magnetic. So any ideas what that is, guys? It's plastic. This is wrapped in tape around here, but that bit there is magnetic. So I ain't got a clue what that is. So hey ho. This is what I thought was a brooch, and you know when I first picked that up, it looked like a brooch to me, with something in the middle of it, with these, you know, like a triangle. But I don't know what that is, to be honest. It looks like, again, something that's been in a fire, maybe, and it's just molten. I don't know. It's definitely got a shape to it, but hey ho, it's probably just a bit of rubbish that's melted in a fire as you're doing these pits. That's that bit of alloy or whatever. It's got a bit of a shape on it, so not sure what that is. There's some nothingness again. Lovely little claw hammer, tiny little claw hammer. That must be some specialist hammer for something, being so tiny. It is tiny, but there's no markings on it at all. So it's got a claw bit broken off there. It's had the nail in there. You can just see a piece of wood inside there, but it's a tiny little. It's too big for a toffee hammer. It's too big for a main hammer, so I don't know. Probably a specialist hammer for something. Hey ho. This was covered in mud, so I don't know what that is. Just a bit of rubbish, I think. Just a clip that's come out of something, hooked into something. I don't know. Again, right over there, coins, euros again. I've got a couple of euro cents, and this one's €2 bloody euros. So that'll go towards my holiday fund. That's €3 I got now. You know, that's worth. I think that's worth well over £3 because the price of the euro's gone down, the exchange rate. So that'll come in useful. 2p. There you go, 2p there, guys. Usual 2p's we get. What's that one? That's see if we can see a date on that one for you. 1995. There you go, 1995 2p. And what was that one? That's a 10p. That one. I can't get the date on that one at all, so I can't find it. So around 2000. 2 1 pennies there. Lovely jubbly. Plenty of coins as usual. There you go, 2 1 pennies. And this is a 1 cent. Euro again. That won't get me much, but there you go, 1 cent. I don't know what the date is on that. Couldn't see a date anywhere. And there's probably a date on there somewhere. Okay, when I saw this in the ground, I thought, oh my life. I saw that like that. I thought, is that a gold bracelet off a watch or something? But no, it's just a bit of carpet, bloody tread. Imagine that sat in the ground like that and you brushed the mud off that in the ground, guys, and you saw that. My heart was pounding. I thought, oh, gold bracelet. No, carpet tread. Oh, I do time to wind us up, don't they, these little plugs. That's interesting. That was a service. Well, it was in an hole, but it didn't come out with a detector. It came out when I was digging. Whether that's a bit of a Victorian blue glazed china, I don't know. Looks like it's a coffee lid or something, maybe. But pattern doesn't look that clear and crystal, so it's probably just a bit of cheap one. If it was Victorian, I don't know. Anybody any ideas on that? White glaze? But white, blue glaze, Victorian pottery? Don't know. Found a tiny little clip there. I don't think that's silver or nothing, but that was picked up by the detector. Believe it or not, that was about 6 inches down. The detector still picked it up, so Garrett Ace 250 is working well. This was full of mud. This was all rusty, this end. I've dipped it overnight and it's come out pretty nice, and I'm quite surprised what that is. And it's a little pendant, see it's glued on the back. It's got like a half moon on the back there, you can see that, guys. It's glued to that stone. I don't know what that stone is, but that's quite nice find, quite interesting. It's probably just a bit of bling and not bling bling, a bit of costume stuff. But that was interesting. When I took all the mud off that, washed it, and took it out the beaker the next morning, I was quite surprised, because it was just a mess. Lovely job, mate. And yeah, the most interesting one, again, here we go. What do you think of that? It's bling, it's not bling bling, it's costume jewellery again, I think, guys. It's got all, it's encrusted with, I don't know, crystals or whatever, just probably glass, guys. It looks like it used to be a bracelet, because it's got a loop either end, a tag either end, so it's probably on a little bracelet, little clover shape there, but there's no, that's not silver. I thought it may have been silver. When I first brushed my fingers through that, I thought, again, I've got something decent, but no, I think it's just a bit of costume tat. And there you go, guys. All in all, not too bad. It's a nice little dig. It's a nice, because it's just around the corner from my house more than anything. Nice and handy, just to keep my hand in and get to know my Garrett. All right, guys, thanks a lot. We'll go back up and we'll wrap this one up. Cheers. Be lucky, beeps. There you go, guys. That's another adventure over. Really enjoyed it. I'm coming to the conclusion now that little Coppice, it's mainly a landfill. from when they built the housing estate down there. They're all pretty new houses. I think they're only about 20 years old, I think, 15 years old or so. So I think it's a bit of a landfill because there's lots of glass and bits and bobs in there. I should wear gloves, slap my backside. I have got some gloves, but I just didn't put them on. It was a sunny day, it was quite warm as well. But you know, don't do as I do, always wear gloves, especially in landfills like that, and tips, or you know, old tips or whatever. Yeah, there's some interesting things there. Put your comments down below, guys. That'd be much appreciated. And a couple of things there we saw. So I've got a few more coins. My battery ran out on the phone towards the end, and I did about another 4 or 5 holes. It was mainly just spendables that I got, as you see down below. I think that jewellery was just all costume stuff. I'm interested with that pottery, whether that's old Victorian blue glazed pottery. I don't know, and what that barrel device was, that one. It's got a magnet on the end, as I said before there. So I don't know what that is, but it was a nice little claw hammer, tiny little hammer. I don't know what they would have used that for. Some specialist job, I should think. And yeah, that was it. That thing that I thought was a bracelet, not a bracelet, a pendant, or you know, a badge. But I think it's just, as I said before, I think it's just a bit of molten stuff. Because stuff does get burnt, doesn't it, in these tips, and comes out all funny shapes. It's got horseshoe as well. Alright guys, I'll knock that on the head. I've been going on long enough. I do tend to ramble, guys. My videos are a bit long, but that's just the way I do things. Don't forget to pop into Carpvaper TV, my vaping channel. The links are on my banner on top of the page, guys. Have a look at that. All your comments down below, guys. Thanks for all your comments, all your subscriptions. We're getting close to 100 already. We've only been going for a few weeks, which is absolutely amazing. Lovely. Really appreciate all your support, guys. All your comments, all your help. Lovely. And I watch all your videos, guys. So comments down below, and you'll be lucky keeps. And till next time, hopefully next time we're going to get on a permission field. Only a small, tiny, it's only about half an acre, I think. It may not even be that. Just by the side of a river again, but further out into Norfolk. Till then, guys, you be lucky, and we'll catch you later. From Stephen, Alan T, Detectorist. Be good, be lucky. Ta-da.